Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 33 of Direwolf20's Dyson Sphere series, where today I am mining up more silicon like nobody's business. We're back on the silicon planet, Minalava 4, I believe it is, that we're chilling at. And my previous setup was basically just this, right? We had miners feeding into the smelters, feeding into the interstellar logistics station here. He looks like he's, doing pretty good, I think. Now, I added this guy down here, and I decided to go with a local logistics station here. Even though power-wise, that might be a little bit rough, but I think we're okay-ish on power. Our satisfaction's right around 90-ish%, so I think we're cool. We are sending quite a few things up there, but I'm also, I don't know how many of these guys it would take to get up there. I think it's more than the 100-ish that I have. Lack of item. Yeah, we might be a little bit low. I mean, I might be able to make a few of these, but, well, I could probably pull it off. That would probably help with the power problem. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Yeah, maybe I should convert this. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe that's what I should do. We'll start here-ish. I'm just debating how I want to have this whole planet work. I was trying to go with, like, the logistics station. I thought that would be kind of cool to do, but maybe that's not a good route to follow. That seems fine. Go, builders, go! I do like the faster building speed stuff. So what I might do then is just dismantle you. That should help me power-wise. So then you guys could run like that. You guys could run like that, and it looks like we have just barely enough. Alright, that might be a little bit better of a plan. We'll see. So far, so good. As long as you guys eventually clear out your backlogs, I'm going to say you're good. Yeah, that looks cool. That might be a bit better from a power standpoint. So what I did do also on this planet is, if we notice on the planet stats, solar's not great. So I threw a bunch of solar panels at the South Pole in addition to the North Pole, but they're just not doing... They're not doing a whole lot. They really weren't, right? Solar's at a 40% level, so we really only get 40% of the power from solar that we normally would. However, wind is okay. It's 70%. So I threw down a bunch of wind generators here, and that's kind of made my power satisfaction sufficient. I'm surprised to see, like, we're literally almost breaking even on power. Now, we also have a little bit of coal going on this planet, and I forget exactly where the coal is. I might dismantle that now while I'm here. I'm assuming it's somewhere-ish. There it is. Yeah. I mean, you guys are actually supplying a healthy amount of power. A healthy-ish amount of power. If I were to clip you, would that be a big deal? Goodbye, coal power. We hardly knew ye. Would that be a big deal, per se? We want to reconnect these guys. We're at 75% power satisfaction now. So, I mean, it's a deal. It's a bigger deal than I would hope for. But it is what it is. Now, the other thing we could do for power problems might be to do... There is a way to send power from our main planet to this one. And that might wind up being something that we should look into doing. Let's consider that. Let's go back home. To A-Crab we shall go. Where are you at, A-Crab? There you are. I'm going to leave this indicator here because... Woo! Warping. Yeah, no, I'm not heading towards Minalava. I was there already. Well, maybe I can just disconnect you. Yeah, A crab 4. That's pretty much where I'm headed. Should be there in 4 seconds, give or take. Whoosh! Nice! Made it. Alright, let's remove the indicator now. I wish there was a hotkey for that. And there might be, and I just don't know what it is. It's more than possible. What I should also do is, real quick while I'm here. How's my... Ooh, hydrogen's doing good. That's nice to see. Hydrogen's doing quite well. I am pleased as punch about that. I'm very pleased to hear that. Alright, so, today's episode, what are we going to work on? Well, quite a few things, actually, what I would like to do. Let's sort some stuff. I've got a lot of solar panels on me. A little too many, maybe, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Everything else is cool on the planet. I should probably grab more of these while I'm here, too. Just because I used a lot on the last planet. Okay. So, over here-ish somewhere. Yeah, you guys. How's my silicon situation? Actually doing okay. Believe it or not doing bad. Because I amped it up over there. We have a lot en route to us at the moment, which is cool. How's my power situation? Doing really good. How's my Dyson sphere thing doing? Not bad at all. We should restart launching of the... Yeah, look, we've got a lot of solar sails backstuffed. I should probably reconnect the solar sail launchers so we start launching at a rapid speed again. Remember I disconnected this a few episodes back? And we cut back on the rate at which we were launching. It looks like it's time to amp that back up. And that simple connection point there will simply do it. So now everybody's going to launch like crazy again, and we should start filling in our Dyson sphere stuff. What I'm also going to do is add more to our plan. As you know, I've now been doing about 2 of these per time, which has been working out pretty well for us. And we're about, I don't know, how close are we to having this halfway? I don't know, to be honest with you, but boop-a-doop. We're about halfway. We're actually really close. One more? Yeah, let's just fill in the 3rd one. Why not? Can't hurt, right? I mean, it'll eventually get there. And fill that in, and I think that would be the halfway point. Maybe the halfway point. So we'll let all that stuff do its stuff. And... Ugh, we're going to need more plane filters. We need more purple quantum chips is what we need. But we need more plane filters before we do that. Where's plane filters made at? I think they were down here-ish. Yeah, plane filters are choking a little bit. What's the slowdown, guys? Is it just you don't make them fast enough? It's that, but it's also titanium glass not being made fast enough. It's also titanium glass not being made fast enough. I mean, that'll help a little bit, but I think we have a lot of ramping up to do today. I think that should be the plan. One thing I've not been good at, I haven't centralized glass and stone production. Pretty much everywhere where I've needed glass, I've done something like this, where I just, like, you know, wing it-ish. I should really consider centralizing stone and glass production somewhere. And, you know, this place might not be the worst place to do it. Oh, are you guys out? You're very close to out. You've got a few thousand copper left, and then you're out. So this might not be a bad place to start thinking about centralizing stone production. You know, what we could do really well here, actually. What do we got here? Is this also? This is coal. Okay, you're making coal for me. Well, I'm not sure to what end. You're just making coal for fun, I guess. I think this used to be some coal power plants, and they no longer are. If I wanted to, I could make the graphite here just be available, but we have a pretty good graphite production system going on. I might just leave these and tap into them later, kind of deal. I don't know what to do with this. I feel bad wasting it. What's your situation? Yeah, you're full. I could just drop down one of these guys, and while I'm here, I should probably make 5 more. Sounds like a good number. You could just have some graphite and be available. Yeah, supply for the planet. Sounds good to me. Anybody need graphite? Here's some extra. Not a bad plan. I don't know how I have 12 of these things on me, but You're gonna go in there now. But yeah, maybe I should... Maybe what I should do... Maybe what I should do is make this guy store stone and glass and start working towards automating that. Because a lot of places I'm just kind of doing it off the cuff, and pretty soon that's going to be a problem for us, I think. Wow, you are just not at all producing enough of that either. So many things that we're not getting enough of. So many things that we're just not getting enough of. That's the part of the game that we're at, though. We need to amp up all the things while we're also amping up our Dyson sphere. So what do you need more of in order for you to work? You need more unipolar magnets, which are rare, I know. What's the deal with unipolar magnets? Should I go check out the unipolar planet? I probably should. It's so far away, though. It's so far away. How about I kick off an upgrade for my character? I wouldn't mind having... an upgraded mecha core? Oh, that's the white research. I don't even have those yet. But I could kick off energy circuit. That might not be terrible. It's only 3,000 of everything. An upgraded drive engine might not be either terrible. But it will greatly increase energy consumption. Huh, okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if that affects warp drive, though, to be honest with you. It does, actually, because the other one's called Mecha Sail. So this does increase warp speed. That does increase warp speed. It specifically says that. Okay. Wasn't sure. So here's what I'm thinking. You ready? Let's get our Smelters 2 blueprint. I'm probably going to want you to come in from here-ish. That looks pretty good, right? Collide with another object? What are you colliding with? Who's colliding with another object? You are? Oh, because that's there. Hold on. Just a little too close. There we go. That feels good. Alright, so you guys are going to be stone. And then you guys are going to be glass. No, not titanium. Glass. Cool. Okay. Copy and paste this down the line. And then copy and paste this down the line. And what I'm going to do is remove these guys. And these guys for the time being. And instead, what I'm going to make you is request glass. Even though they're like right next to each other, I'm still going to do it. Okay? So you're going to demand glass. And then your glass line will kind of come out here. Oh, cool. I might have to rebuild this. Didn't think I'd have to do that, but today I learned. Cool. Okay, good deal. Now, you can borrow a little bit of glass, buddy. Just to make sure everything's behaving itself. Yes, excellent. Cool. Except for the fact... That should be cool. We just have to kind of work around this a little bit, but not a big deal. Okay. Perfecto. And then you guys are going to... Well, part of the problem then will become if stone backstuffs, then glass will backstuff. We don't actually want that. So I'm going to have you guys not connect here. And what I might want to do... What I might want to do is just copy and paste this real quick. to right here, because I want 2 sets of these. I don't really need you, by the way. That seems cool. Nice. And I might want to revert the direction that these guys face. Wow, are we out of things? We might be. What are we out of? These guys. Sweet. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do... Make sure you have power over here, buddy. And your job... You probably don't need to exist. I agree. Do I maybe want to swap these? I might want to swap these. Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to copy... We'll kind of invert them a little bit. Okay, so check this out. We will do this, and then we will do this. How's that sound? I like that. Okay. Then we just need to get stone into there. So what I'm going to do is I want to have about 4 of these guys. If I can, without too much collision. Okay. And then... Do you think I can get you to behave yourself? Nah, endpoint has to be horizontal. It'll probably have to be something like this. That feels pretty good to me. Alright, it's a little spaghetti-fied. But I think the point is that we're getting lots and lots of glass supply. And that's pretty cool. So it'll store a lot of stone and a lot of glass for us, and that should be awesome. Yes, excellent. And this will probably eventually be replaced once you have finished mining your copper for us. Which you're doing a lovely job, and I'm very proud of. But once you've finished mining your copper for us... Okay. What I'm going to have you do is this will instead start requesting or demanding stone, raw stone, and then we will feed that into the smelters setup that we have down here. And eventually this will get dismantled. And it'll be a lot cleaner of a system. But for now, I think it's a pretty good one, right? I think that looks good, right? I think it's cool. Everybody's mining at their, you know, decent speed. Yeah. Sweet. I like it. I like it. Okay, so eventually you'll fill up with that, with the glass. And then the stone will be made available for other things in the future. Right? That's going to eventually back stuff pretty soon, and then all of this will be dedicated to glass making. And we'll probably back stuff a little bit there as well. Alright, cool. So now that you guys are good, I feel like I should amp this up a little bit. Right? Can I just copy and paste you without too much fuss? I feel like I can. I feel like I just did at least. And then the question will be, are we producing enough water? Because that's probably not going to be true, right? We're going to need to amp that up. That should be cool. And now we've got a lot of titanium glass happening. Cool. Which will hopefully make you guys good and going. And that should hopefully improve plane filters. Now what I might do is upgrade all you guys. Cool. And I might as well upgrade you guys while I'm at it then. Perfect. Check out that view. That is super cool. Look at all the solar sails being launched up there and going into the sphere. That is awesome. I should amp up my rockets or whatever, but it's just neat to see. All right, now I'm gonna try this. Well, looks like we're gonna need more of these, by the way. Luckily, they're not that bad to make. Sweet. Hopefully that'll get my plane filters behaving a little bit better. Now I might also need to ramp this up. And I probably should be just be ready to do it. Alright, so I'm actually hitting a throughput problem with my belts on this. So what I'm going to do is something like that. You could be Mark III, it's fine. Hydrogen wasn't... See how much hydrogen these guys require? They need like 12... A lot. They need a lot. They need 12 every 3 seconds ish. So they need like 48 a second. And this guy can only handle... Well, no, that can't be right. That math can't be right. Where's my math? Where's my math? 30 per second. So you need 4 per second, right? So it's 12 every 3 seconds. So you need 4 per second? Okay. So that means you can handle 7, I want to say, of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's about right. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to try to squeeze one more over here. If I can squeeze one more over here, that would be cool. That should be cool. Alright, perfect. Just want to make sure that we're making as many of these things as we can. And the hydrogen, the throughput of the belts started to become a problem. We weren't able to keep this guy happy. But he should be okay now, I think. We'll see. He'll be close. He might be close. Hey, look at that. Reach a total power generation of 1 gigawatt. We just passed 1 gigawatt at some point, somehow. I'm not sure how. But it looks like we did-ish. I guess. I guess generational-wise, like we're generating up to a gigawatt. We may not be demanding it, but generational capacity, 795. I should make sure I don't have any, let's overlay our power grids. Let's just make sure that there's nothing that's, not connected properly. So one thing I want to touch on from last episode, because of the fact that there's seasons in this game, so there's summer and there's winter, I think this guy is dropping below 40% now. So we're probably getting to the point where the angle of the planet, even though it's a pretty slight angle, it's only 5 or 8 degrees, but the angle of the planet is such that there's a longer dead zone, but we're still only getting down to like 85, 90%, so I'm still not going to lose too much sleep over it. The ones up here get a little bit worse off, but still not terrible. You know, as long as they're staying around 80 to 90% and they're running as best as they can, I'm not too worried. Oh, speaking of things we don't need anymore, somebody mined all their copper. Now, did this disconnect these two things? It did, look at that. So better reconnect things. Or somebody will be very unhappy. So, circling back to our power problems on some planets, I might want to investigate this as a potential need. Energy exchangers. We've got one set up currently to charge up a few, and I've been using these to mine gas giants, right? We can also discharge these things. So one thing you can do, if you want, you can set up a power distribution network, interstellar logistics style, where you can ship out fully charged accumulators and ship in empty accumulators, right? And basically charge them on your main planet in a batch of energy exchangers, and then discharge them on the remote planet. It's kind of cool. It's an option, right? So part of me wants to see, man, this research to get this guy taking its sweet time. I might want to amp up research. What is going on here, friends? We're low on red research? Goodness gracious, what are we short on? Apparently hydrogen. Apparently hydrogen. I should be shipping in hydrogen, then. Right? Right? Hydrogen, please. Demand 2,000, would you? Had no idea. It's one of those things that you don't really realize is happening until it happens. Alright, so your priority will be the right side. But once you guys get a few hydrogen coming in here, that should be cool. I was like, man, this thing is taking forever to research. What is going on? Well, there's your problem. Alright, as soon as that hydrogen shows up, we should be cooler. I'm assuming what's happening is these guys are the bottleneck. Yeah. So we've got, actually we have tons and tons of refined oil. And we're making hydrogen, oh wow, from all the way over here. Yeah. Oh well. 'Tis what it is. Oh, and I have to specify you as a hydrogen output, obviously. See, all these little things that you wind up having to fix because stuff that was set up ages ago now becomes a current problem. Like, oh, we have to fix that again. We have to get that working. Hilarious that that happened and I didn't even notice. Now, how's my vertical? We're still at the max. What if I really wanted to speed this up? What I could do... think I could copy paste this without too much fuss? And what do I need? 5 of those? Oh, we're out of that. That's right, because I needed those for my windmills on the other planet. There you go, friends. Beautiful. Okay. That should get this research. Let me come back in a minute when this research is done. And I should note there is a research speed upgrade that you can get that'll speed up your, research a little bit. I generally don't prioritize that because I feel like there's other stuff I'd like to spend my research on. But it, will speed things up, obviously. Pretty sure it just makes this run a little bit quicker, right? So shared research progress contributes 60 hash per second. And that would be plus 60. So I think that would maybe double it, and then triple, quadruple, and then there's an infinite one that just makes it faster and faster and faster. You can keep researching that over and over again once you get to white cubes. But we're definitely producing enough reds at this moment, so that's nice. In fairness, I very much could have just moved this down here because all it's feeding now is these guys. We could have refactored this a little bit, but then it would matter. Like, I'd have to pick up all this stuff, and yeah, it's fine. But with that, I think it's wrapping up point for the episode. So let's do this. I'm going to wrap up here. We'll come back next time. I will finish this research. We're going to go check in on our planet, and I might set up one of these things to start feeding my remote outposts. Because then I don't have to worry about bringing solar panels and setting that up. All I need to do, if I set this up properly, is I would have a logistics station whose job it would be to remote demand empty capacitors and remote supply full capacitors or accumulators, right? And then basically it would just ship accumulators out there like batteries and feed my remote planets, rather than setting up coal power plants or solar panels or any of that stuff. But we'll get there, right? Real quick before we wrap up, how is everything doing rocket launch-wise? Actually pretty nice. Our rockets are done launching. Nice. I should probably add more of these then, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that sound like a plan? And you don't have to connect. Like, I could just fill this segment in like one giant batch, right? I guess not. I guess there's a limit to how big the shell can be, but it doesn't have to be the way I'm doing it. You can really set up the shells however you want, which is what's cool about it. All right, so rockets back to launching. Direwolf 20 wrapping up. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Obviously, lots more ramp up in production to come. I'm going to absolutely have to figure out what's going on with dipolar magnets because those things are, they're something of a beast, right? Like, we need to figure out why you're so slow at bringing those in. It might be just that there's so many that we need to bring in, right? Like, our logistics vessels just can't handle it. They're too far away. I might want to dedicate an interstellar logistics station just to unipolar magnets. But we might want to pop up to the planet anyway to see what's going on with it. Because we can't put more than 10 of these in here. 10's the max logistics vessels, unfortunately, in the interstellar logistics station, right? And obviously we're doing spiniform stalactites and organic crystals and sulfuric acids, right? So we're going to have to keep in mind that we have a lot of that going on. The other thing we could do to amp this up would be to research logistics carrier engines, which gives them faster flight time, like significantly faster flight speed. I think that counts for warp as well. And then also larger vessel carrying capacity. So they'll bring more stuff back, which would be nice. All right, wrapping up point. Direwolf 20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. We'll do all the things. All right, guys, take it easy.